Good morning to everyone again. Good to see you in this morning practice. Take a few deep breaths. Moving from the hip bones, rooting down into the earth, all the way to the crown of the head. The next inhale, pull the shoulders up to the ear. Audible exhale, drop the shoulders, release. 2 more. Inhale, shoulders pull up to the ears. Let go. 1 more. And then release yourself in this easy seated meditation pose. You can take notice of how you feel this morning. Bring the focus on the breath. Stay with the inhalation and the exhalation. I want to invite you in this practice to step a little bit outside of your box by exploring movements in different ways. But also to find your yoga that lies underneath the perception of the world, that lies within yourself when you listen, when you wait for the response of the body, what feels good, where do I want to stay. This class always gives you options to explore and to play. What do you want to play with this morning? Take 3 more deep Ujjayi breaths. Bring the breath from the belly through the chest all the way to the clavicles. Get the arms over this side, stretch up, interlace the hands, push the hands towards the ceiling, big long stretch. Then gently lean to the right, gaze over the left side bend. Inhale up, exhale to the other side. Come back to center, hands in front of the heart, close your eyes. Invite your intention for this practice into your heart space. We'll open the class by chanting 1 Om. Inhale. Bow the chin to the chest. Stay kind and loving with yourself. And slowly open the eyes. You can bring the legs to the front, so the knees are hip-width apart. The right knee goes to the right, and the foot and the knee touch each other, so we can mobilize the hip from side to side. You can use the hands for support, but I like it without the hands to really feel what happens in the hips. Sometimes we move a little bit on our mat, try to avoid that as much as you can. And then on the next one, when you're to the left, push the knees down and try to get up, push the hips to the front. Same on the other side. Just a few to wake up the hip, the spine. And then we'll find back to center. Bring the legs to the front, both feet parallel. Make some circles from the ankles and other direction. And then cross the knees under. Find yourself back in the tabletop. The fingers are pointing forward. Nice spread wide fingers. Let's make some circles for the wrists. Try to meet each corner of your hand by rotating the torso around. Other direction. Find a neutral position. Come onto the fingertips. So tend your fingers. Come onto the toes. Try to lift the knees and hover them just for a moment. Exhale, press the hips up and back, down dog. Fingers flat, feet flat. Bend the knees so you can rock the chest up and down. And then bend one knee at a time or shift the hips from right to left. Mobilize the lower part of your down dog. And then arrive in a position that's comfortable for you. So do you need to keep the knees bent or can you straighten them? How can you arrive in this position right now? It might change throughout the flow. Breathe into the sensation that you feel. Come onto the toes, roll through the spine, cat in the front, all the way to tabletop. Push it back, suck it in from the belly, up, round, 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 arrive back in down dog. 2 more, roll all the way to plank. From the core, push it up and back, down dog. Last one. We stay in plank, bring the knees down, the chest, the chin. Slide forward and up, cobra. Exhale, push it back to down dog. Take your feet to the front of the mat, lengthen halfway, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, bow over your legs, forward fold. 2 more, inhale, lengthen, nice flat spine. Exhale, drift down. Last one, halfway lift, pull the shoulder blades back. Exhale, lower. Bend the knees so you can roll through the spine. Get the arms over the side, give yourself another big morning stretch. Exhale, Tadasana. Root your feet down, close your eyes for a moment here. Tap into that practice space in your yoga practice. Take my voice just as a guide. As you inhale, reach the arms over the side, up and back, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Both feet meet, high plank. Lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Slide forward and up, cobra. Exhale, push it up and back. 1 deep breath. Lift the right leg up, open the hip, heel to the glute. Bring the knee to the nose, round. Right leg up and back. Step it through, low lunge. Both feet meet, front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. Other side, arms up and back, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Both feet meet, high plank. Lower again, knees, chest and chin. Slide forward, up and back. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, down, down. One deep breath. Synchronize the movement with the breath. Left leg high as you inhale, open the hip, heel to the glute. Bring the knee to the nose. Left leg up and back, inhale. Step it through, exhale, open the hip. Both feet meet, front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. Interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades back and together. Sit slowly down into the chair. Try to bring the navel in and lift the hands away. The nose to the knee, round. Push the legs into straight. From the hands, pull your torso up. Let's do a few more. Sit down into the chair, lift the hands, find a nice flat spine, and then go from here into rounding, straightening the legs out. Pull the hands up, the torso up. Last one. Sit down into the chair, open the chest, shoulders draw back, hands lift away from the spine. Round, roll down, forward fold. Inhale up. Let go of the hands, roll the shoulders up and around a few times. Maybe you want to roll the wrists as well. It's kind of confusing for the brain, other direction. Loose arms. Bend the knees, arms lifted, Utkatasana, sit low. Roll the pinky finger in, open chest. Draw the elbows into the rib cage, palms flat up. Two more. Inhale, lift the arms. Keep the pinky finger in. Exhale, elbows down. Last one. Arms up. Over the head. Can you reach back? Exhale. Draw the elbows in. Stay here for another breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step and jump both feet back. High plank. Full chaturanga if you like. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. One more deep breath here. Audible exhale. Right leg lifts. Open the heel to the glute. Bring the knee to the nose. Round. Right leg up and back. Step it through. Low lunge. This time bring the torso up. The right knee wants to stay above the hip. You can bring the back knee in a little bit so you have the shoulders and hips and knee aligned. Place the hands onto the ribs. Lengthen from the belly, so no arch and hollow here. And then lengthen the crown of the head up. And then bring the chin to the chest. Try to look down to the navel and the knee. Inhale, release. You can even let the hips sink forward. Pulling from the core, the knee back behind the hip. Look all the way down. Now we want to integrate the arms in this one as well. So reach up with the arms. Pull the navel in. Bring the chin down. Look towards the belly. You should feel that in the front of the left thigh. Release. Open the front of the body, maybe arch slightly back. Last one, chin to the chest, pull it down, root the knee down. And release. Hands down, left leg straight. Find a high lunge from here. Use the strength of the legs. Twist over to the right. Left elbow hooks on the outside of the knee. Right arm flies up and the left arm tries to go in an external rotation. So from the center of the chest, we'll push down. All the way back up, high lunge. Both hands down. Step the right foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay for a breath. We'll do the left side. Left leg lifts high, open the hip. Bring it through, knee to the center of the chest. Inhale, lifts you up and back. Step it through, low lunge. Both arms lift this time. Rearrange yourself, shoulder, hip, and knee aligned. Hands on the hips so you're sure the hips are parallel in one line. Lift the crown of the head and bring the chin to the chest. Push the knee into the floor, look towards the belly and the knee. Release, maybe even go forward. Pull it back by pushing into the back knee, reach up. And then chin to the chest, hollow the navel in, look down. And release. Let's try it with the arms. Arms over the head. Reach up. Integrate the arms. Pull the ribs in. Push the knee down. Look down to the knee. And then release. Slight back bend if you like. Look towards the ceiling. From the core. Pull it in. Back to alignment. Chin down. Root down. Feel the nerve glide in the front. From the knee through the right hip. Release. Both hands down. Straighten out the right leg. Bring yourself up to a high lunge. We'll twist over to the left. Right elbow hooks on the outside. Go for the twist first. Elongate the spine. Left arm lifts high. The right arm presses down to the floor. External shoulder rotation. Pull the navel in. Release. Hands come over the head. Float the arms down. Step it back. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing down. Exhale, down dog. Step or jump to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Get the arms up over the side, reach up tall. Exhale, Tadasana. Interlace the hands behind the back. Shoulders pull close. Sit down into the chair. Lift the hands away from the back. Stay another breath. Lean forward, fold. Round the spine, nose to the knee. Inhale, rebend chair. Bring the arms overhead into pinky finger rotates in for the external shoulder rotation. Squat down, so the hips are on top of the knees. Hands in front of the heart. Can you close the eyes? Center yourself. We do a little rolling from here. So the hands can come down. You're going to sit on your butt, roll back, and then one leg goes forward and you try to find like hovering pistol squat. You can reach the hands to the front, roll back and switch the legs in the air. Just 2 or 3 on each side. Can integrate a lion's breath. One more each side. Very nice. And then come seated on your mat with the knees together. Left forearm hugs around both of the knees. Right arm reaches back. Rotate the shoulder back. Look over the right side. Pull the navel in. Squeeze the knees together. Release, other side. Right arm hooks around the knees. And use that to really lift the chest up. Left hand back. Rotate the shoulder back and down. Can you gaze over the left shoulder? Cross the legs. Step or jump back. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing down. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts. Three-legged down dog. Open the hip one more time, but now cross it under to the left elbow. Keep pushing the floor away. Can you touch the knee to the elbow? Right leg lifts. Step it through, high lunge. Both arms lift. Pull the navel in. Feel that integration in the back thigh. Keep the arms reaching up. We go for the twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Guide the chest down. Elbow hooks. Press the arm down like we did before. So reach up with the right arm as high as you can. Inhale, windlet up, high lunge. Straighten the right leg. Lean forward, pyramid pose, wide open chest. Take another breath before you go down. Bowing over your right leg. From here, bring the back knee down. You should be in a half split. You can pull the toes towards you. Very nice. Reach forward, low lunge. Try to see if you can connect the belly to the thigh and really frame the front foot. You can do a few repetitions of switching between low lunge and half split. If you want to go for a jump with me, you kind of charge your handstand jump from the half split, reach the hands to the front, bend, and jump up. Need a little bit more space. You can do that with the wall behind, of course. So half split, low lunge, hands down, and jump. Try to land the same way down. Just try to do 3 on each leg. On the right leg first. We'll do the other one after. And then land down. Both hands frame the foot. Push the floor away. Step it back. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing down. Exhale, down dog. Left leg high. Open the hip, heel to the glute. We'll do a twist with the knee, crossing over to the right elbow. Make sure the shoulders stay over the wrists. Right leg high. Step it through, high lunge. Guide the arms up. Find a good position first. Do you feel the stretch going in the psoas? On the right, reach up high. Left arm back, right arm forward. We go for the twist like that. And then the elbow hooks. Press the head down. External shoulder rotation. Reach up with the left arm. Both arms up. High lunge. Press the left leg into straight. We go all the way forward, pyramid pose. One inhale to lengthen the chest. Exhale all the way down. Release any tension in the back of the neck. Halfway lift. Bring the right knee down. Find your half split. You can pull the toes towards you. We'll rebend and extend a few times to warm up the hips. Low lunge, half split. You can keep doing that, or you can go for a jump with me. We charge, rebend, hands down, lift. Same way down, one step at a time. As we try to stay low to the floor, it should be much easier to extend the legs up. And then we find ourselves in a low lunge. So you can press down the hands, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing down. Exhale, down, down. One more deep breath here. Audible exhale. Step or jump to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rebend the knees, chair with Katasana, arms over the sides. And extend the chest. Reach the arms back, interlace the hands. Open the chest, draw the shoulder blades back. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the hands here, bend the knees. Find like a low chair. Bend the hips down, and this time place the knees gently down to the mat. Interlace the hands, push the chest up and back, and the weight of the arms should open the front side of the body. If it's okay, bring the head back. Exhale, release. Maybe without the hands, shift the weight back so the knees lift again. And you're sitting in this toe balance, hands in front of the heart. One more chance, close your eyes, squeeze the knees together, focus on a drishti inside. You can stay here to watch. I'm going to repeat a little bit what we did last week. We were going from side crow to fallen angel. This time we just do side crow with like scissoring the legs. So the left elbow comes onto the knee, the right on the right hip. Place the hands down. And maybe that is already enough for you today to just go for the twist. Maybe shifting up the hips. Or you can do a few shifts forward and back. You can find the balance where the hips are up, or you can try to scissor the legs. One is extended to the front and one to the back. Then you'll try to come back up. So let's try it all together. Lengthen the chest and the belly so you have space. Then hook the left elbow, hand the right, hand down, shoulder width. Reach down to the floor. Stay here or shift the weight more to the front so the hips and the feet lift. If you like even more, one leg forward, one leg back, scissor legs. Bring it back to center. Bring the knees down. Give yourself a little toe stretch, right hand and to the left. Close the eyes. Come back to the breath. No matter where you are today, this is just play. Trying to see where a human body can take us. What we are able to do if we believe in our mind that it's possible. Open the eyes. Try one more time, shifting the hips back to lift the knees. Then we'll turn around. Lift the belly, the chest, hook the right elbow and the left. Hands down, reach forward with the chest and maybe scissor the legs. Bring it back. Bring the knees down. Forms connected, hands interlaced, make some circles. Stretch out and roll out the wrists in both directions. Hands down, so you can go the opposite way. Place the feet down, hands behind the hips. Can you lift the knees, ankle stretch? And then release. Hands down underneath the shoulders, step it back, high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, put facing up. Exhale, brings it back. Down dog. Right leg up and back. Step it through. High lunge. Both arms lift. Open the arms up. Right leg straight. Forward fold, pyramid pose. Lengthen and just stay if you like, or reach the arms back, interlace the hands, open the chest, and like a halfway lift, draw the shoulder blades together. Rebend, keep the arms if you like. We'll open to the side and a straddle forward fold. Exhale, forward fold, with or without the arms. Take a few deep breaths. If you had the arms, let go, place them on the hips. From the legs, push yourself back up. Keep the hands on the hips, lean to the right, look over the left shoulder. Take a breath in the space between the ribs and the hips. The left arm overhead, up and back, and that pulls you back up to straight. Left hand on the hip, or both hands on the hips, lean to the left. Give your body a moment to arrive, feet down. And then right arm overhead, make a big circle up, back, and let it pull you back up. Right leg back to the front, find your high lunge, arms lift. Hands on the inside of the left foot, shift it forward and back a few times. And then rotate over to the right, so the right foot can turn and you can stretch out the right glute. Also here I like to go forward and back, but if statically feels better, stay there. Both hands to the front, foot rotates, step it back, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing down. Exhale, down, down. Left leg high. Step it through, high lunge. Both arms lift, root the feet down. Straighten both legs. Exhale, forward fold into pyramid pose. Adjust your stance to your comfort. Reach the arms back and interlace the hands if you like. Squeeze the shoulders. Let the head and neck be long. Rebend, high lunge. Open to the sides, straddle forward fold. Let go of the interlaced hands, bring them on the hips. Reach the chest up. Pivot the toes out to the side, sit down into a goddess. Make sure the hips are in one line with the knees. We'll try the same thing. We reach the left shoulder to the left knee. Look over the right. Right arm circles over the head. Use the momentum to pull you back up to straight. Both hands on the hip. Right shoulder dips. Stay low at the hips. Reach over the left shoulder. Left arm over the head. Rotate it back up. Both legs straight. We keep the feet in this 45-degree angle and then place hands on the belly and back like a belly sandwich. Sit low one more time. Lift the right heel up and just go up and down a few times. Just stretch out the inner groin. And then other side, left heel high, go up and down a few. Try both legs, both heels high. Up and down. How stable are your hips? How good is your balance in your toes? Both legs push into straight. Feet parallel. Hands underneath the shoulders so you can swing the hips from side to side and release that tension. Imagine your torso is like water. And then stay with the chest in the center so you can walk the hands out to the front with a straddle forward fold. I like to be on my fingertips so the shoulders can really relax. Take another deep breath. Audible exhale. Walk the hands back underneath. Left foot bends. Both hands on the inside, like we did before, lizard, rocking forward and back, right and left. Right hand is your foundation, left foot turns out, you look over the left shoulder, feel the stretch in the left glute. Rotate back to the front and down, step it back, high plank. All the way down to the belly on your mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the elbows in. From the belly, one vertebra at a time, roll up just halfway so you can rotate the shoulders back and then lift from the back. Stay for a breath. Audible exhale. One more. Rotate the shoulders up and back, one vertebra at a time. Reach your chest to the front. Exhale, let go. Let's try with the hands interlaced behind the back. Root the knuckles down, rotate the shoulders back. From the belly, chest, bring it up. Maybe can you lift the hands away from the back. Open. Keep the breath. Exhale. Let go. Hands next to the torso so you can wiggle the hips from side to side. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Shift yourself back into a child's pose. Knees wider together, whatever you prefer. Hands to the front. Do you listen to yourself, to the resonance of the body as you guide yourself through the poses? Where's your attention? Where's your mind? Bring it back. Lift the torso up so the feet can come to the front of the mat. Bring the feet hip width apart, knees bend, palms facing towards you, shoulders roll back, push the hips up, reverse tabletop. Do a little engagement exercise here. So it's important for you to keep the hips up. The right knee lifts. Bring it up towards the ceiling. Push the hips up and out to the side. Let's do two more. Lift it up. Out to the side. Keep the hips pushing up. Last one. Bring it back. Right foot down. Push the hips up. One more inch. And then lower your hips down, arms, legs to the front, lift the arms up over the side. Go for a little twist. Left hand on the right thigh, right arm reaches back. Inhale, both arms up. Right hand to the left thigh, left arm reaches back. One more time, both arms up, pull the navel in, extend. Left hand down, right arm reaches back. You should feel that in the core. Both arms up, right arm down, left arm back. Both arms lift. Exhale, release. We gotta do the other side. Legs bent, hands one palm distance behind the glutes, rotate the shoulders back, hips up. Set your foundation, reverse tabletop. Other feet underneath the knee. Left knee lifts, left leg straight. Keep the hips pushing up. Out to the left. Bring it in. Out to the left. Bring it in, hips up. Last one. Both feet down, push the hips up. Exhale, lower. Feet out straight to the front. Arms lift. Pull the navel in. Exhale, forward fold. Long. Paschimottanasana.
Take 5 deep Ujjayi breath here.
And then bring your torso up. Go for a little twist. So the right foot comes to the left hip and the left leg crosses over the right. Try to root both sitting bones down. Both hands on the knee. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen shoulders, pull back. Exhale, navel in. Last one. Then find a neutral spine. Right hand on the left knee, left arm reaches up. Twist over the left. Same idea, the left shoulder wants to rotate back, the right shoulder wants to rotate down. Gaze over the left. Release to the front. And now we're going to switch by placing the hands down. Rotate one whole circle and you should be in the other direction, where the left ankle is to the hip, the right foot is on top, both hands on the knee. We'll go for cat-cow, moving with the inhale up with the chest. Exhale, pull the navel in. Inhale, lengthen, root the hips down. Exhale, release. Last one. And an upright spine, left hand on the knee, right arm rotates up and back. Go for the twist. And release. Let's rotate one more time to the other side. Back, keep the feet. Right elbow hooks around the knee, left arm back. We do the same that we did in the lunge. So the palm up, external shoulder rotation. Bring the right hand in, press it out one more time so you really feel what happens in the shoulders. Inhale. Let's go for a little counter twist to the right side. Head can be nice and long and loose. Back to center. One more switch. Hands down. Turn over the back. Keep the legs so you can come seated down. Adjust whatever you need to. Left elbow hooks. Right hand back. Go for the rotation and the torso first. Then hand presses down. Bring it into the chest. Maybe adjust the elbow. And one more time. Press the hand down. Exhale, release. Back to center, over, counter twist to the left. And release. Under the legs. Shake them, windshield wipe from right to left. Come back onto the knees on your mat. Hip width stand, measure the distance by placing 2 fists. Hands on the hips, feet flat down. Now you want to rotate the elbows in and back. Open the chest. You want to make sure the hips stay above the knees and the head can be in the front. Then try to dip the right shoulder down so maybe you can see your right toes. Inhale back, exhale to the left, back to center, shift all the way up to straight. Stay for a moment here. Interlace the hands behind the back. Open the shoulder, pull the navel in. Imagine someone is pulling you on the heart, forward and up. And use the weight of the arms to just find space in the front. You don't have to go to your deepest back bend variation. It's more about the stability in the front. And then release. Bring the hips down. Close your eyes. Take a moment to breathe. Bring it back up to standing on your knees. Left leg is to the front. Come back to the alignment that we had in the beginning of class where the shoulder, hip and knee is down. You can really root down. You can bring the hands on the hips and try to come onto the toes. Maybe even lifting the foot up. Trying to find a moment of balance on your right knee. And then place it back down, find the 90 degrees in both of your legs. Right arm reaches back, maybe you can come onto the heel. Rotate the shoulder back, otherwise you could also have a block here to give some height. Left arm up and over. Bring the left arm to the front, can you touch the knee? Maybe come onto the toes, find a little balance here as well. Maybe even bringing the hand to the knee. Exhale, release. Left leg back. Find a tabletop for a moment so you can swing the hips from side to side. It should be quite intense on the outer hips. And then we do the other side. Right leg to the front, 90-degree lunge on both sides. Hands on the hip, root the left hip down. Come onto the toes. Can you lift the right foot up? What's the difference to the other side? Focus your gaze. Right foot down, left arm back. You rotate the right arm up. Open the shoulder and the chest first. And gaze to the front, right hand down. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you can come onto the toe. Maybe you can even lift the foot up, even if it's just for a second. And then release. Both hands down, tabletop. Arch the spine, drop the belly, pull the shoulders close together. Exhale, round and push. One more. Drop the chest, arch the spine, look up if you like. Exhale, round and curl the tailbone under. Sit back into a child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Release the hips completely. Back to the front. Find yourself in down dog. Legs reach up and back. Take a note, how does this down dog feel compared to the first one of today? Right leg reaches up and back. Right knee to the right wrist. Find a moment of pigeon. Stay with the hands up first, so you can breathe into the left psoas or also go a little bit from side to side. And then lower your torso down, maybe onto the forearms, maybe even all the way down onto the chest. And lift the torso up halfway, so the right arm slides to the front, left arm underneath. You want to twist yourself like a little pretzel. Give all the way to the left shoulder. Bring yourself halfway up, hands underneath. Straighten the left leg. Push the right leg up and back. Open the hip if you like, or rotate the hip around. Both feet down. Left leg high. Pigeon on the left, knee to the left wrist. Take some time to feel comfortable here. Wiggle it out. Find a moment on the fingertips. Root the right hip down. Chest long. With the extension in the chest, walk yourself forward and down into sleeping pigeon. Halfway lift, so the right arm goes underneath, left arm to the front, right shoulder to the mat, right ear to the mat. Pigeon twist. Take another deep breath here. And slowly roll it back up, hands underneath the shoulders, straighten out the right leg, push to lift the left leg up and back. Open the hip or do some rotation. Both feet down, walk the feet to the front, sit over the heels, all the way back down to the mat. The feet are hip width apart. Use the core to slowly lower all the way down onto the back. Right knee in. Cross it over to the left, spinal twist. And this time I want you to twist so much that the right shoulder is lifted. So the knee wants to come down. And then make a big circle with the left arm and reach out as far as you can. Imagine I'm pulling on your fingertips, and let the arm hang in any of the positions that gives you a stretch in the pec muscle. If you're very flexible, you might be able to also bring the shoulder down. Bring it back in, right knee into the chest. Straighten out the right leg up. Hold behind the right leg in any position that is achievable for you. Right leg all the way down. Left knee hugs in. With the right hand, guide the knee over to the right. And so much that the knee is down. Like a big circle with the left arm, and anywhere you want to stop that gives you a good stretch. Stay, just use the weight of the arm. Let the body do the rest. Release. Left knee back to the chest. Left leg straight up. Hold anywhere behind the leg that you can reach. Both legs down on your mat. Bring both knees into the chest. Hug yourself around the front of the shins, draw the nose to the knees. Take a deep breath here. Audible exhale, let everything go into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Let the feet flare out to the side. Press gently in the back of the head so you can find a comfortable position for the shoulders. Then relax the shoulders down into the mat, palms flat up towards the ceiling. Let the breath be fully free. And in this sacred space with yourself, see how yoga is a practice that guides you through the different phases of life. And that you have so many opportunities to adjust the practice to what you need, to what feels good for you. And that raw practice of yoga is only for yourself. It's a journey of self-discovery, always redefining itself. The poses may speak to you as you move through them. Yoga teaches you to breathe through all the phases of life. Soften the body, soften the mind, soften the heart. Take the magic of this moment all in. If you have the time, rest a little longer in your Shavasana. So you can listen to your inner world. If you want to close the practice with me, start to create movements in your fingers and toes, rolling your head from side to side. Take the deepest breath to reach the arms over the head and stretch the legs and the hands apart. And then exhale, fetal position, roll on your favorite side, knees to the chest. Take a moment to be grateful. And I invite you every day to have that little moment in deep gratitude of your life, your health, and then roll back up into a final seated position. Take note of how you feel. What shifted? What changed? Get the hands back to the heart. The intention that you placed in your heart, recall it. A close practice by chanting Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Guide your hands to your third eye center, your seat of intuition, to your lips for speaking your truth, and back to your heart. May you always be guided by your heart. Namaste.